Today we're doing humans and elves versus orcs and dwarves. So you'll notice that there is a giant wall between the two sides. So how this is gonna work is we're gonna give all the nations 100 years to develop, just so they can get their population up, as well as get better weapons and housing. And then at year 100, we're gonna remove this wall in the middle and we're gonna send them all to war. So first off, we need to make sure these two are allied, which weirdly you can't do in the main game. So I'm gonna have to use this mod. So we can do Whisper of Alliance, make sure these two are allied, and then we'll also do the orcs and dwarves. And then let's go ahead and rename these to be orcs plus dwarves and humans plus elves. All right, there we go. We'll go ahead and start. Yep, so elves are already getting to work. They start off by building a campfire. Now they're just kind of working on some basic shelter. Okay, we're in year 15. Looks like elves are up to 25, humans up to 30. Orcs are up to 35, so they're multiplying really quick. And they also just built a second colony, Kiki, over here, followed by the humans. Just built a new colony over here. Elves just built a new colony, and dwarves as well just built a new colony. I also want to enable, I want to see how much army everyone has. If you guys don't know how to do this, if you go to game settings and spam this burger icon, you can go to the debug menu. And if you click show amount in your army, you can actually see how much army everyone has. So I think the humans, yeah, humans have about 6. Orcs have about 4. Dwarves have 4. Elves don't have anything. Okay, well, that might be a problem. Hopefully they get some, there we go. Okay, they got 1 army. That's definitely not enough, but it's okay. Okay, in year 25, we're a fourth of the way there. The empires are expanding pretty quickly. And orcs, they're just multiplying like mad. It's crazy they're up to 67 already. That must be a buff that they have or something. They're just multiplying like rabbits out here. Let's take a look at the cultures. You got orcs. Oh, humans are actually in the lead at level 5. Let's see what everyone else has. So orcs have house tier 1 and weapon production. Dwarves have the same. Elves have the same. Humans have house tier 2, and they also have swords. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but the humans could potentially pass up the orcs if they can upgrade their houses quick enough. There's definitely no lack of wood on this map, so I think that this shouldn't be a problem. And you got a new colony from the elves, Neres Ahona over here. So they're kind of immigrating south. Humans are immigrating north. Up here with Epgepion. And orcs also just built a new colony, Zatop, down here. Oh, yep, it's happening. Humans just passed up the orcs in population. Oh, actually, maybe not. What did the orcs do? Did they upgrade their housing a bunch or something? No, they got house tier 2. I'm really surprised that they were able to pass up the humans so much. Okay, we just reached year 42. Humans are still expanding south. And actually, the humans are catching up to the orcs again. Yep, humans are up to 200 population. Elves and dwarves are about tied for population, and orcs are just a little bit behind the humans. Okay, in year 50, we're halfway there. You got humans up to 245, orcs up to 225, dwarves at 190, and elves at 215. So elves must have also upgraded their housing a little bit. Where are you guys? Elves level 8. Yeah, they got house tier 2. They got hammers and swords. I don't think there's any bows yet, but I'd be curious. Humans are up to house tier 3. So that's good. Though for whatever reason, they're researching docks, and I think boats are next. I don't know why. And then it seems like orcs and dwarves have about the same technology. Dwarves do have swords, but I think that's about all. It's funny how the bottom 2 teams are just expanding north and south. They're I was hoping that they would kind of expand and fill up this whole area, but they're just going up and down. All right, and year 75, humans and elves have passed up orcs and dwarves in population. Humans up to 540, elves up to 630. So they actually passed up everyone, which is really surprising because they were pretty behind for a while. Which is good because the orcs just are so strong that if humans and elves don't have a numbers advantage, they're pretty much gonna die. So I'm really happy to see that they've actually passed up the orcs in population. And looks like the orcs are crafting some swords here, some swords and spears. They're all wooden, but we still have 25 years. I'm sure they're gonna upgrade their stuff. Dwarves, I feel are usually good about developing better weapons, and I'm definitely seeing some better stuff I see some like stone stuff, so they've kind of reached the Stone Age. Nothing beyond that so far. Maybe the elves have better stuff. Nah, I'm mostly just seeing wood. Though I am curious to see if anyone does have better materials. Humans are up to house tier 4, and they got a variety of weapons. No bows yet though. Then you got elves, have a few different weapons, no bows. Orcs, still just have swords. And they also like did the same thing the humans did and researched boats for no reason. So yeah, so far no better materials. I hope they get on that because I just put so many materials on this map in hopes that they would like actually use them. And I'm sure that all the nations do have kind of a stockpile. Yeah, you can see the humans have like a ton of like mithril and adamantine like stockpiled in a few other cities. Year 95, we got 5 years
before everyone kills each other.
You got humans up to 925, elves up to 1133, orcs up to 750, and dwarves up to 720. I want to see what the technologies are at this point. Dang, so they've really leveled up in the last 20 years. That's wild. So humans, they're up to silver. So that's cool. Still no bows. I'm really surprised they do not have bows yet. I'm sure someone does. They got elves up to silver and steel. They're also developing armor, and they got 4 different weapon types. Dwarves have 3 different weapons. They're up to silver. And then orcs don't have any better materials, but they do have bows, which I'm not really sure which of those 2 things is better. Is it better to have like ranged and melee damage or just like really good melee damage? I don't know. I'm curious to see how that actually shakes out. Man, what the heck is going on with the elves? They just built 4 colonies. All right, I want to see if I can find some silver weapons. I'm seeing some iron, and what else? We got some really cool sticks. Let's see if the orcs are like actually making bows. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of bow guys. Dwarves, see how they're doing. Yeah, they have a fair amount of iron. I'm seeing a ton of iron stuff actually. Okay, and year 100. All right, so we'll go ahead and send these 2 sides to war, and we'll go ahead and remove this middle thing. Okay, I guess I made this thing too big, but we will make it work. All right, there we go.
Let the war begin.
For whatever reason, I really just like watching like the grass overgrow like the dirt areas. I don't know, I just find it so satisfying. Okay, you got humans and elves kind of launching a joint assault here. And they're just like walking right past the orcs army. The orcs are attacking down the middle, but you got elves and humans kind of on the left and right side. And then you got a big clash between the orcs and elves down here. I'm not really sure who's winning. I think the elves are at least winning this fight here. Yeah, they're definitely overwhelming them. But the dwarves are also kind of invading their base as well. All right, yeah, orcs did manage to destroy a colony, and I think dwarves as well. Oh, elves actually destroyed one of the orcs colonies, but they also lost one to the dwarves down here in the south. I really hope the humans can recoup some of their army because they lost so much in that fight. Like, they have nobody defending this front right here. Though, to be fair, I guess the orcs did lose a ton of army as well. And the elves still have a fair amount of army, but they've definitely gotten weakened. They still kind of have some assaults going on in the dwarf base, but the dwarves are attacking them as well. I think they're gonna take this colony right here. See what the numbers are. Humans down to 950, elves still up to like 1350, orcs down to 870, and dwarves down to like 750. All right, orcs launched a little assault on humans, but I think they're gonna be able to fend it off. I think they only sent like 3 guys. Oh, okay, we got some more guys coming down, but I think there's too many humans. I'm not sure they're gonna be able to actually break through this defense. And elves, I don't know how, but they're just like killing it. Yeah, I mean, they still have some dwarves in their base that they need to take care of, but they're like somehow attacking the orcs and dwarves at like the same time. Though it's funny, I don't know why the dwarves have not killed these like few little squads yet. There's been a few squads of the elves that have been in the dwarves base for like forever, just like destroying all their colonies. You got Toll. This colony right here is almost down to 2 population. Beffer is also not doing too well at 18 population. And apparently orcs just lost a little colony here. Wow, look at the humans. They recovered their army really quick, and they're just sending like everything they have up to the orcs. So hopefully the orcs can rebuild their army quick. Otherwise, this army is just gonna absolutely ravage them. But maybe not. The orcs are kind of holding their own here. Just this little squad killed like that whole army of humans. Yeah, I think I underestimated how OP the orcs really are. They just like absolutely destroyed those human armies. And it seems the elves armies did get defeated up in the dwarven base, though they did destroy 2 colonies while they were up there. And they also built a new colony here, which is kind of wild. Yeah, I think Orcs are kind of flipping things on the humans. They defeated all their armies. Now they're sending a huge squad down into the humans' base. That's just wild. And I forgot they have bows and arrows too. I think they're still the only nation that has them. At least they're the only ones I've seen that have them. I guess, okay, Elves do have bows. They also have adamantine, but I haven't really seen them use it at all. Humans still don't have bows, so that's definitely a huge disadvantage, and dwarves don't have bows yet. Okay, where are you guys going? The orcs are attacking right here. Why are you going on the offense? Oh, they got some guys coming up. Okay, this should be enough to fend off this army, I think. This is a lot of humans in there. You got elves once again launching an assault on the orcs. So orcs armies have been exhausted again. They're not going to be able to fend these guys off as well as they did last time. I guess the elves kind of gave up on the dwarves. They seem like they just want to focus on the orcs as well. Elves are now up to 1,500 population, humans up to 1,150, orcs at 975, and dwarves at 1,000. So it's funny, it feels like their population is like dropping at the same rate as they're multiplying, because I don't really feel like the numbers have changed that much in 20 years. Like I think elves kind of started out with 1,500 and now they're back to 1,500 again, but that might actually be changing. Elves and humans are launching a huge assault on orcs, just kind of focusing on them. And meanwhile, the dwarves are launching a huge assault on the elves right now. Yeah, crap. You have 2 elven colonies that are almost destroyed, but elves also just overtook a dwarven colony as well. So they're both, I think, kind of trading right now. Dang, look at the humans go. They just keep sending huge armies up. I don't even know how they're making them this quick. Wild, yeah. Orcs are definitely getting pushed back. They still are hovering around the same population, and same thing with dwarves, but you can see that they're gradually kind of getting pushed up against the wall here. Oh, maybe not, actually. What is this? Okay, these colonies are definitely getting destroyed this time. Where's the last citizen of Eo Tenor? I really want to find him. Maybe it's this person down here. Yeah, these numbers are dropping really quick. I don't think there's many elves to really defend this colony. And they've got even more armies heading down. And yep, you just had a few colonies fall to the dwarves. Their numbers are starting to thin out a little bit though. Then orcs are launching an assault on the humans. So I think they're gonna take this colony, or maybe not. And humans once again are sending a huge army into the orcs. And elves too. Yeah, I'm sure both of these colonies are gonna fall. This one down to 3, 2, and 1.
Where are you?
And yep, okay, that one's out. Humans conquered that colony, and elves just conquered that one. Meanwhile, elves did lose a couple more colonies, and dwarves are kind of going pretty hard after Ahona and Lure, which Lure is actually the elves kind of capital right now. All right, see what the numbers are at. You got humans at 1,200, elves at almost 2,000. Wow, they've really grown. And then dwarves up to 900, orcs down to like 550. Oof, orcs are just barely hanging on. Just have 4 colonies left. Kiki. Oh, Kiki. That was one of their first colonies, I think. That's so sad. Okay, 2 people left. 1 person left. Oh, it's probably this kid right here. He's running for his life. And dwarves are still holding their own. Still at like 930. Though I'm really scared for when the humans defeat the orcs. Also, it's kind of funny that the humans have not helped the elves out literally like at all. Like the elves have kept sending guys over here to help the humans with the orcs, but the humans have not sent like a single squad over to the dwarves. The humans are just the worst allies ever. All right, final countdown. Peapod's down to 1 population left, and they're gone. Orcs are officially out. Yeah, the elves just have an insane amount of army. They have all this right here, and then they also have like 120 and whatever else they have in their base. Okay, dwarves are down to just 3 colonies left. Burbodum is probably going to be the next one that's down. That one's down. Bam Amur is next. And just everybody's going after Deckroll. It's funny, like as soon as the army spots someone, they just get pumped full of like thousands of arrows. All right, that one's down, just 1 colony left. And I think this is going to be super easy. 7 population left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and... okay, where is he? There he is, and it's down. All right, so dwarves and orcs have officially been eliminated, and elves and humans win. So elves are ending with 2,100 population, and humans are ending with 1,400. I'm honestly like so surprised that they won. I thought for sure the orcs would just like absolutely demolish them, but I think they just grew their numbers so quick where they just could overwhelm the orcs, and that's how they won. Because like, if they had the same population as the orcs did, they definitely would have just absolutely gotten annihilated.